As we know that the 10th World Water Forum is underway since May 18th, 2024. And to know more on the updates and the latest information about that, we will join Siska Becker live from Bali Nusa Dua Convention Center. Hello, Siska. Go on with your report.
Hello, good afternoon, Sesko. Greetings from Bali Nusa Dua Convention Center. I have received your relay of baton as I now take your place right here in the Media Center to continue our coverage of the 10th World Water Forum. Now, Sesko, today, Tuesday, 21st of May, marks the fourth day of the forum, and today's schedule features a lot of high-level meetings, from ministerial meeting, a session held by the UN, and a myriad of high-level panel discussions. Furthermore, to show the forum's commitment in policy making pertaining to water-related issues, the Parliament meeting was also held today with the theme of mobilizing Parliament action on water for shared prosperity. Now, the chair of Interparliamentary Union and the Speaker of the House of the Representatives for the Republic of Indonesia, Puan Maharani, have reiterated the full support and commitment on parliaments issuing everything they could do to support water-related issues. She also added that water security will be the priority for Parliament, both domestically in Indonesia and also globally through parliamentary diplomacy. Now, let's hear more of what she says on that matter.
When opening the parliamentary meeting of the 10th World Water Forum in Bali, Nusa Dua, on Monday, Chair of Interparliamentary Union, who is also Indonesia's House Speaker, Puan Maharani, said that the event is an opportunity to show Indonesia's commitment to the world in caring for and managing water for prosperity. The theme of parliamentary meeting is mobilizing parliamentary action on water for shared prosperity. With the theme, parliamentarians around the world will have the opportunity to take steps to address water crisis and scarcity. Puan Maharani said the parliamentary meeting discussed several key issues such as important role of water to achieve sustainable development, considering that water issues are one of the agendas in the Sustainable Development Goals. Another topic of the meeting was also about innovative practices for inclusive and equitable access to water and water as core of climate action, as well as water diplomacy and cooperation. Meanwhile, President of World Water Council, Loic Forchon, said that there are still challenges to make water a means to common prosperity. Forchon invites people to become a water warrior to make water a source of prosperity.
Now, Sesko, it's been a busy day here at the Media Center. We've had a string of press conferences to serve the 800 journalists working here to give them a recap of all the sessions that happened this day. Now, because of that, we have direct access to a number of speakers, and we also get direct comments from them on a number of issues. For instance, I had the opportunity to speak directly to the Executive Secretary of United Nations on Economic and Social Commission of Asia and Pacific, Ibu Armida Ali Shahbana, where she emphasized that the complex nature of water and sanitation issues has become a global priority. Let's have a listen.
Ali Shahbana highlights that achieving Sustainable Development Goals number 6 or SDG 6, clean water and sanitation, is becoming more daunting as various regions face escalating water scarcity, pollution, and infrastructure deficiencies. The fundamental necessity of clean water goes beyond fulfilling the basic needs of people. It also encompasses the protection of ecosystems, the mitigation of health risks, and the enhancements of livelihoods.
Well, yeah, of course. I think the theme of this 10th World Water Forum is water for shared prosperity, right? Water for shared prosperity. I think priorities of water and sanitation, but also bearing in mind that the impact of climate change and climate-induced disaster exacerbated these water-related problems, yeah, like water scarcity. That water scarcity can become crisis, right? And also, although it's not specifically mentioned here, water is also important or related to peace, especially transboundary water issues. Yeah, maybe not so much for Indonesia, but for many countries in the region, Asia Pacific, this is indeed an issue. So better transboundary water management is also of priority.
Addressing these challenges is crucial for the health, well-being, and the development of population worldwide. The significance of clean water and sanitation encapsulated in SDG 6 is increasingly pressing, reflecting broader concerns about environmental sustainability, public health, and geopolitical stability.
Water, yeah, I think water is certainly hugely important, yeah, for all countries, including Indonesia, a big country with big population, and so therefore, how also to accelerate, especially we would advocate, yeah, as it relates to SDG 6, yeah, on actually not only water, but water and sanitation. Yes, so I have yet to get the latest update on the progress on Indonesia on SDG 6, but I think this is a big homework. Yes, so how by 2030, at the very latest, then Indonesia could achieve 100% in terms of clean water and also sanitation. As well as water efficiency, yeah. But related to this, yeah, actually, it's not only about accessibility in terms of quantity, the volume of water, yeah, but also increasingly important on the quality of water because of issue of pollution, water pollution, and hence the waterborne diseases and so on and so forth. Yeah.
Ali Shahbana sees that this forum serves as a global platform for stakeholders, including governments, international organizations, civil society, and the private sector to discuss, deliberate, and devise strategies to address water-related challenges. Ali Shahbana underscores that the forum is not just about recognizing the problems, but also about fostering collaboration solutions that are innovative, sustainable, and inclusive.
I know, for example, in the case of Indonesia.
Now, Sesko, another high-profile press conference that happened here today at the Media Center was the press conference for the ministerial meeting. Now, as speakers, we had the Minister of Public Works and Public Housing, Basuki Hadi Mulyono, and also the Coordinating Minister for Maritime Affairs and Investment, Luhut Binsar Panjaitan. Now, what we learned from the press conference about the ministerial meeting through the statement of Minister Basuki is that the ministerial meeting have successfully ratified a declaration. Would that be a victory of diplomacy for Indonesia in the 10th World Water Forum? Let's hear more of what he said during the press conference.
All of the excellencies, Coordinating Minister of Maritime
Basuki conveys that the discussion of the declaration was conducted through several mechanisms at the UNESCO headquarters in Paris since November of the previous year. In the declaration, Indonesia proposed three main priorities. Firstly, the establishment of a center of excellence for water and climate resilience to develop capacity for knowledge sharing and utilize superior facilities. As an archipelago country, Indonesia must take the lead in water and sanitation. The Center of Excellence is not only for Indonesia, but also for countries in the South-South Cooperation or the Asia-Pacific region. Secondly, raising the issue of integrated water resource management, particularly on small islands. Although surrounded by vast waters, Basuki says Indonesia still requires a good management system to ensure clean water quality. Thirdly, the proposal of a World Lake Day. Lakes, as a source of water supply sustaining human life with social and economic functions, need to be commemorated. This is not merely symbolic but becomes a key factor in preserving lakes worldwide. Lakes also serve as a natural reservoirs. As humans, we can extend the lifespan of lakes, which is why World Lake Day is important, he says. Additionally, Basuki informs that Indonesia succeeded in compiling a list of water-related flagship projects from various countries, totaling 113 projects worth 9.4 billion US dollars. These includes, among others, the project to accelerate the provision of drinking water for millions of households and the domestic wastewater treatment project for hundreds of thousands of households. These various projects will be highly beneficial in many countries.
Sulit percaya kalau tidak melihat sendiri betapa hebatnya Indonesia saat ini. Dan mereka
So there you have it, a ratified declaration at the ministerial meeting that serves as a concrete result from Indonesia's part. Of course, this will be a win, a victory for Indonesia's diplomacy at the 10th World Water Forum. But Sesko, that is not the only encouraging thing we've heard so far today at the forum. We've heard so many member of delegates, even state leaders, commenting on how they are enjoying their time here, attending the 10th Water Forum. And from what I heard, they are very pleased with the smooth organization of the forum and also of spending their time in Bali, the island of the gods. This was also said by Minister Basuki earlier in the press conference that I told you about. Minister Basuki have said that all the delegates are very much enjoying their time here, and in fact, the turnout, the attendance for this year's forum is one of the highest, if not the highest, throughout WWF's history. And the reason is because it is held in Bali. A lot of people are really excited to come down here, even with their family members, to enjoy the beauty of the nature of the island of the gods. But, Sesko, beneath the paradise lies pressing challenges that threaten the sustainability of water-based tourism here in Bali. Now, to know more on that specific issue, we're going to show you an interview with the Minister of Tourism and Creative Economy, Bapak Sandiaga Uno, which was done actually by you, Sesko. So let's have a listen.
Hello, I'm Sesko Satrio. You are watching the 10th World Water Forum, Sang Nusa Dua Bali. And speaking about the World Water Forum, Bali and Indonesia, we cannot not speak about the tourism and creative economy, especially what's related with to the water sector. Beneath the surface of this aquatic paradise lies pressing challenges that threatens the sustainability and resilience of Indonesia's water-based tourism sector. This issue not only tarnishes the allure of Indonesia's coastal areas, but also jeopardize the marine ecosystem, essential for activities like snorkeling, diving, and marine tourism. To talk about that, I'm now accompanied by the right person, a young and inspiring figure, the one and only the Republic of Indonesia's Tourism and Creative Economy Minister, Bapak Sandiaga Uno. Hello, Pak Sandi.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here, Mas Sesko. And we are so happy that the opening ceremony and the pre-event activities have been launched successfully. And we hope the next 4 or 5 days it's going to be major significant steps towards Indonesia's leadership in the world water issues, in particular how we could face the challenge and make the water as shared prosperity.
And first of all, I would like to thank you also for, in the midst of your hectic schedule, monitoring this event. You spare your time to talk with us. And I would like to ask you, with our first question, actually, Pak Sandi, we know that actually the world, and especially Indonesia's water-based tourism, faces a lot of challenges. like you can say the natural disasters, the impacts of climate change, and also the scarcity of water. Uh, what what measures does the government carry out to address these issues? And can you tell us the conditions of our current condition of our water-based tourism?
First of all, no water, no livelihood, and no water, no tourism. And increasingly post-COVID, a lot of new tourism products have been based throughout Indonesia, focusing on the green tourism concept and blue economy, which means a lot of tourism products are now centered around water, be it the water events such as the F1 powerboat that's done in the beautiful Lake Toba, to areas such as one of the biggest event is Pacu Jalur. This is in Kuantan Senggigi, Kuan Sing, which rely on river as their livelihood. So if you look at the challenge that we're facing is how do we make the next generations prioritize the management of water, in particular the cleanliness, how it impacts with health, the safety areas and environmental sustainability. As you know, water is central piece of our livelihood, not just in Indonesia, but around the world. In our traditions, in our culture, in particular Bali, water plays such a significant role. So much so that we have a ritual called Melukat, which translate to water purifications ceremony that we're doing to harmonize the environment and the relationship between human beings with nature and also with creator. So I am 100% sure that every single under the President Jokowi's directions, ministries are present here to address some of the challenges. And for us here in tourism and creative economy is how we make sure that we manage water more efficiently, the use of water in resorts, and to make it more equitable for shared prosperity. So let's not have tons of water within the resort, but in the nearby neighborhood or a village, you cannot get access to clean water. This is something that we try to make sure that access and quality of the water and the sustainability would be areas of importance for the ministry and for the entire government, be it today or in the years ahead, because taking the statement from the president of World Water Council, Mr. Louis Fashion, Indonesia is now the epicentrum and the capital of world water.
Yeah, that's right. I have a big question mark, actually. You said that we are, that the head of the World Water Council said that we are the epicentrum of the water world, the Water Forum. But how can we, particularly the World Water Forum, also every 3 years are done in different countries. But how can we make sure, especially Indonesia, to practice sustainable practices or programs for water-based tourism, for particular?
First of all, this event lasts until 25th of May. But let's not make the event as just another international event. Let's make it a paradigm shift for us to change our mindset and make water center stage of all of our policies. in the tourism sectors, we make sure that every single aspects of water-based, not just water-based tourism, but the use of water within the tourism and creative economy is being done within the blue-green circular economy concept. So water is not just going to be a runoff water, but how do we treat the waters so that it could have a beneficial use for shared prosperity? How do we also use water more wisely and in accordance to our local culture and ritual? We have to make sure that water, the water that we use every day, we have to thank the Creator. We have to make sure that we treat water as not for us only, but for generations to come. So that's why the aspect of its cleanliness, the health aspect, the safety of water, because we have climate change and a lot of rainfalls, flooding, but everything that relates to water could be managed in accordance to our local wisdom so that we could have environmental sustainability.
That makes me wonder even more because, like you said, that we have factors outside our powers, like we have climate change and also maybe impacts from maybe our other neighboring countries that are not yet aware of the cleanliness of water usage. How can we make or improve Indonesia's resilience in tourism, water-based tourism, and also the use of water, and also in the creative economy sector?
One word that was said by the President of Indonesia, Bapak Jokowi, this morning: collaborations. We need to make sure that our cultural diversity, our traditions and customs that have taught us over centuries and years to maintain water as sources of life. And this is something that not just tourism, but every single facet of our life depends on water. Therefore, it is a job for not just government, but the media, young generations. We have Cinta Laura as our water communications ambassador. We also need to make sure that our Indonesia is 65% covered by water, and how we could use this for shared prosperity. For tourism, there's cruise tourism, there's also urban ecotourism that makes sure that people take care of waste. Normally it ends up in the river and finally to the ocean. So how do we also handle marine debris and everything that lead for us to prioritize water and its management as a central core of prioritizing for not just this government, but for the years to come.
Of course. And Pak Sandi, in this 10th World Water Forum, I know that you also act as a chair of Division 5 of Fair and Expo, and I know you are like a man of many surprises. So is there anything special that you have prepared so this event will be like more surprising than events before?
Well, in the beginning, we took the delegates for this Melukat, and they were so amazed. Next, we will take them also to see the use of water through the local wisdom of Subak, which have won the world recognition, and it's a world heritage. How you share water, precious water, among villagers to so that their rice fields are going to produce a good harvest. We are also taking some of the delegates to go to Tirta Ampul, whereby they will see how the ritual of water and local Balinese of culture and wisdom have yielded very good result in terms of making sure that this, for generations to come, will be something of memorable events that continue to pass on. But one thing that I was able to introduce is that gaming is fast rising in Indonesia. And we have a local game by the name of Lokapala introducing a water-based icon called Varuna. So we're gonna make sure that this will penetrate into the Gen Z and the young generations, the Varuna as a water warrior. So we invite everybody to be a Varuna, to be a water warrior. And this is something that hopefully will generate excitement for the young generations.
Well, Pak Sandi, I want to talk with you a lot more actually, but we are limited by time. Thank you for your time, sparing time in your hectic schedule, I'm sure. So thank you very much, and success for you and success for the forum also.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Pak Sandi. And that's all for our segment today on the 10th World Water Forum segment live from Nusa Dua, Bali. I'm Sesko Satrio. Until next time.
So there you have it, our interview with the Minister of Tourism and Creative Economy, Sandiaga Salahuddin Uno. Thank you so much, Sesko Satrio, for conducting the interview brilliantly. Honestly, looking at your interview makes me feel excited about what tomorrow brings right here at the forum, because for sure we'll be brushing shoulders with state leaders, captains of industries, and public figures. So I'm very much looking forward to having a similar experience as you just did there with Minister Sandi. Was that actually a highlight for you, Sesko, during your days at the WWF?
And it was also an eye-opening conversation because, like the minister said, which he also quoted from the president, that one of the key, if not the key, is collaboration for us all to make water as a commodity that can be reached by anyone in the world. And as the biggest archipelago state in the world, that's like our main purpose in the world, is it? So how about you? How about you, Siska? What is your highlight of your day at the WWF?
Okay, Sesko, it's actually hard to choose from. Like I said before, today was electrifying. The media center was buzzing throughout the day with a string of press conferences and high-profile speakers. But if I had to choose one specific moment to be my own personal highlight of the day, it would probably be my short conversation with the president of the World Water Council, Monsieur Loic Fouchon, who told me personally and directly how much he enjoyed his time here at the World Water Forum. And this year's forum in Bali is the best to his experience throughout the 30 years of history of the WWF. He also expressed his enthusiasm of the energy of the young people here in Indonesia, especially in Bali. And he had high hopes about the future of Indonesia, looking at the potential of the young people, the young generation, to be the future water warriors. Sesko.
Well, thank you very much, Siska Becker, for your report, your comprehensive report. Well, even though we are not that often meet here in Jakarta, but we met almost every day online, so it's actually nice. And thank you very much. We're looking forward on your updates, and say hi to all the friends over there and be careful, stay safe.
All right, thank you, Sesko. As we are very excited for tomorrow, we are ready now to wrap up our reporting for the 4th day of the 10th World Water Forum, but we'll be back again tomorrow for day 5. So get ready for more reporting from TVRI World. I'm Siska Becker, together with camera person Hari Hamdallah, live from Bali Nusa Dua for the 10th World Water Forum. Thank you, Sesko.